तुझे काय सांगणार तुझे
मीटिंग चालू
करू काय
है।
Okay, we'll start now. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to the session of NMR spectroscopy. In start, we will review the last session and then we'll go forward. So, NMR spectroscopy, it consists of a spectrum. What type of spectrum it is obtained? It is obtained in the form of sharp signals. Sharp signals they are obtained, and total number of signals indicate how many type of protons they are present in a molecule. Number of signals, they will indicate how many different type of protons they are present in a molecule. Positions of each signal gives idea about the structural environment of the protons. For example, I have said yesterday that if you are getting a chemical shift value, that is delta value, in the range of 7 ppm, it has clear cut meaning that compound is containing some aromatic proton. Okay, in this way, the value of chemical shift, it indicates what type of proton they are present in the molecule. The protons which are exactly in the similar environment, they are called as equivalent protons, and the protons which are in the different environment, they are called as non-equivalent protons. Suppose these are the protons, there are the three equivalent protons, these are the two equivalent protons, but these three and two, these are non-equivalent protons. This proton is further different than these two. Okay, now these are the spectras we have. So let us study the examples. For example, this is the example of dimethyl ether. It contains 6 protons, but 6 protons are of one type only. They are attached to centrally located oxygen atom. So therefore, there are 6 protons, but they are of only one type. So it will show only a single sharp signal. A single signal will be obtained for this. For example, this is the ethanol. It contains 3 type of protons, of methyl group, methylene group, and that of hydroxy group. Therefore, this ethanol shows 3 different type of signals. 3 signals they are obtained. Now come to next. Let us study number of signals here. So in case of dichloromethane, dichloroethane, only 2 signals, only one signal it is obtained here. All protons are of one type only. CH2Cl, CH2Cl, there are 4 protons, but they are of one type. Only one single signal will be obtained here. In case of ethyl methyl ether, how many signals do you expect? Yes, ethyl methyl ether structure is before you. Okay, 3 signals. Very good. This methyl group, this one signal, this methylene group one signal, methyl group one signal. 3 signals. Acetone, there are 6 protons. Protons are 6, but they are of one type. They are attached to the centrally located carboxylic group, carbonyl group. So it will give only one signal, and that at 2.1 ppm. Delta values, chemical shift value is 2.1 1 ppm in case of acetone. You may remember, sometimes it may be useful in the exam, etc., for the structural determination, etc. If you are getting oxygen in the molecule and you are having 6 protons with delta value 2.1 ppm, then you can guess that compound may be acetone. Cyclobutane, there are 4 protons, sorry, CH2, 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 8 protons, but they are of only one type. So how many signals you expect here? Yes, in case of cyclobutane, we have studied yesterday in detail. दिस इज नॉट डिफिकल्ट, वेरी सिंपल, बहुत सिंपल चीज है ये. साइक्लोब्यूटेन में 8 प्रोटॉन्स है लेकिन एक ही टाइप के. देयर आर 8 प्रोटॉन्स बट दे आर ऑफ वन टाइप. तो हाउ मेनी सिग्नल्स दे आर एक्सपेक्टेड हियर? यस, वेरी गुड, ओनली वन सिग्नल. ठीक है, 4 टाइप के 4 कार्बन एटम्स हैं यहाँ पर और CH2, 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 लेकिन एक ही टाइप के 4 ग्रुप है लेकिन CH2 है सब, यानी एक ही टाइप के प्रोटॉन्स. यहाँ पर भी प्रोटॉन्स एक ही टाइप के. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट गो फॉर टोल्यूइन. टोल्यूइन के अंदर में क्या है? ये बेंजीन रिंग है. बेंजीन रिंग, इट हैज 5 प्रोटॉन्स ऑफ वन टाइप, एक टाइप के प्रोटॉन है. एंड दिस इज methyl group. So how many signals are expected here in case of toluene? Only one student is going to answer, others are not getting. Two signals they are obtained. Very good. Two signals are obtained in case of toluene. Now propenaldehyde, 3 types of proton, one of aldehyde group, second of methylene, third of methyl group. Therefore here 3 signals they will be obtained. Come to next. Methanol. Methanol, it will give 2 signals. 2 टाइप के प्रोटॉन्स है, 2 टाइप ऑफ प्रोटॉन, वन ऑफ मेथिल ग्रुप, अदर इज हाइड्रोक्सिलिक ग्रुप. Now come to this ethyl benzene. एथिल बेंजीन में कितने टाइप के प्रोटॉन्स है? यस, हाउ मेनी प्रोटॉन्स? दिस इज नॉट वेरी डिफिकल्ट, बहुत सिंपल सी चीज है. वेरी गुड, 2 आंसर्स आई हैव ऑब्टेन हियर. वेरी गुड, बहुत सिंपल सी चीज है. 3 टाइप के प्रोटॉन दिख रहे हैं हमको इसके. ये एक टाइप के बेंजीन रिंग के, दूसरा मेथिलीन ग्रुप के और तीसरा मिथाइल ग्रुप के. Now diethyl ether, how many expected here? How many signals are expected here in case of diethyl ether? Yes, very good. 2 signals are expected. Okay, these 2 methyl groups, these one due to CH2 group, other is due to CH3 group. ठीक है, there are 2 groups, but these 2 groups are they are exactly identical, they are exactly symmetrical, exactly similar. Therefore we will get only 2. Now for ethylamine, how many signals do you expect? Yes, ethylamine. I have got 2 answers here. 3 answers. Okay, very good. 3, one due to amine group, protons of amine group, second due to protons of methylene group, third is due to protons of methyl group. ठीक है, isopentane. Now how many signals are expected in case of isopentane? Yes, can anybody guess? This is somewhat typical example, not too much difficult, some logic is required. You should have ability to think. 4, 3. Okay, you have tried at your level best. Let us see. One is due to this CH3 group. Okay. Second is due to this CH2 group. 2 signals. Okay. These CH3 groups are there, but they are identical. Okay. CH3 groups are there, but they are identical. Okay. So therefore they will show one signal. 2 signal they will be not one. 1, 2, third signal for this, and 4 signal for this. In this way, isopentone it will show 4 signals. Okay. These 2 signals may be there, but they are identical in position. Structure is identical. They are attached to CH group only. It is also attached to CH3, and it is having same attachment. Okay. Now come to important factor, that is shielding and deshielding. Now this is the structure of what I say, okay, I will go here. I think you have not got this example. Okay, one signal for CH3, one signal for CH2, 2 signals they are obtained. Third signal for this group. Okay, 3 signals, and one signal for 2 CH3 groups. Because these 2 groups they are identical. These are equivalent protons. So 6 protons are there, but they are identical. Therefore, one signal for this, second signal for this, third signal for this, and fourth signal for 6 protons. Okay, have you got now? Yes, okay. Now let us go further. Let us march further. Shielding. What is it? Shield means to reduce. Shield, what you mean? In Urdu, we used to call as dhal. That is used to prevent from the enemy the attack of sword. When some people used to attack by means of sword, कोई तलवार से हम पर हमला करता है तो बचने के लिए हम ढाल आगे करते हैं. तो क्या करता है, that shields, that act as a shield. वो क्या करता है, वो हमला जो है उसको कम कर देता है या खत्म कर देता है. So same thing is there. Shielding means to reduce. Now this is the proton located at the center, and electrons are revolving around it. Okay. Now when these electrons they are revolving around it, it creates magnetic field. When any charge is in movement, when charge is moving, it creates the magnetic field around itself. So this magnetic field created by the electron, it is called as the induced magnetic field. It is shown here. This is the direction of induced magnetic field. Okay. How it is generated? Due to rotation of electrons. Okay. Electrons they are rotating around the proton. This is centrally located proton. Electrons they are rotating around it, and due to rotation of these electrons, there is creation of the magnetic field, which is called as induced magnetic field or secondary magnetic field. The circulation of electrons of CH group bond under the influence of, now 2 things are there. magnetic field is created in this way. Now, what we do in case of PMR or NMR, we applied magnetic field. We keep the compound in the magnetic field. PMR में हम क्या करते हैं, compound को magnetic field apply करते हैं. So here magnetic field is applied. Now this induced magnetic field, there are two chances. It may oppose or support the applied magnetic field. So two cases arise here. There may be, ये एक तो अपोज भी कर सकता है या दूसरा चांस क्या है, वो सपोर्ट भी कर सकता है. अगर एक ही डायरेक्शन में हो जाए, इफ बोथ आर इन वन डायरेक्शन, induced magnetic field and applied field, if they are in one direction, that will support, that is called as de-shielding. And if applied field and induced magnetic field, they are in the opposite direction, that is called as de-shielding. The circulation of electrons of carbon hydrogen bond under the influence of external magnetic field, the electrons circulation generate a small magnetic field called as induced field, and that field that shields the proton from the external field. Now when a compound it is placed in magnetic field, the electrons around the proton it creates magnetic field called as the induced magnetic field. The induced magnetic field may support or oppose the applied field. Thus two cases arise. If the induced field it opposes the applied field, if both are in different direction, here you may be able to see this is in this direction, this is in this direction. Okay, both are in opposite direction. So if the induced field it is in opposition to the applied field, the effective field strength experienced by the nucleus is less than applied. Whatever applied magnetic field is there, it is not exact, but it is decreased up to some extent because both are in different direction. So therefore, if the induced magnetic field it opposes the applied field, the effective field strength experienced by the nucleus is less than the applied field. It is not exactly what experienced by the applied field. जितना हम applied field लगा रहे हैं उतना वो absorb नहीं कर पाएंगे, ठीक है, वो कम हो जाएगा क्योंकि दोनों के डायरेक्शन इंड्यूस्ड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड और एक्सटर्नल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड जो हम अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, इंड्यूस्ड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड तो प्रोड्यूस हो गया रोटेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की वजह से, और दूसरा हम जो बाहर से अप्लाई कर रहे हैं दैट इज एक्सटर्नल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. अब दोनों अगर अपोजिट डायरेक्शन के अंदर में हो जाए तो उसके वजह से क्या हो जाएगा, इफेक्टिव जो होना चाहिए इफेक्टिव फील्ड स्ट्रेंथ, इफेक्टिव यानी दोनों मिलाकर जो फील्ड स्ट्रेंथ एक्सपीरियंस करना चाहिए न्यूक्लियस को कम हो जाएगी, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज शील्डिंग. तो हम क्या करें, न्यूक्लियस विल बी कॉल्ड एज शील्डेड, ठीक है, न्यूक्लियस इज सेड टू बी शील्डेड हियर. Now important effect of shielding is upfield, that is low chemical shift of the absorption of the signal. क्या होता है शील्डिंग की वजह से, डेल्टा वैल्यू जो केमिकल शिफ्ट वैल्यू है वो कम हो जाती है, ठीक है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अपफील्ड, that is called as the upfield, low chemical shift value. Here it is shown. Now shielding is there. Okay, this is the standard TMS, tetramethylsilane. It is used as standard here. जैसे किसी सॉल्वेंट को हम स्टैंडर्ड लेते हैं तो here tetramethylsilane it is used as standard 0. Here 0 to 8, ठीक है. Now aromatic proton will appear at here. Aromatic proton आपको यहाँ पर मिलेंगे 7 ppm के ऊपर, ठीक है. Now shielding is there. shielding से क्या होता है, डेल्टा वैल्यू कम हो जाती है, इधर की तरफ जाती है, ठीक है, that is called as upfield. Upfield means lower value of what we say delta value. देख रहे हैं हम एक की तरफ जा रहा है, इधर से ज्यादा से कम की तरफ जा रहा है, ठीक, that is called as upfield. Now exactly reverse to that, it is called as downfield. Now if the induced field it is in the same direction to that of applied field, means it supports the applied field. If both are in one direction, then effective field strength experienced by the nucleus is more than applied field. Both are in one direction, therefore field strength felt by this central nucleus, it will be more as compared to the applied field. This is shielding. Opposite to this is de-shielding. What will be effect? The nucleus is under this condition is said to be de-shielded. शील्डिंग के अंदर में क्या हो रहा है? वैल्यू कम हो रही है, डेल्टा वैल्यू कम हो रही है. नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन इन केस ऑफ डीशील्डिंग? हाईएस्ट केमिकल शिफ्ट वैल्यू. इफेक्ट ऑफ डीशील्डिंग का क्या होता है? इफेक्ट ऑफ डीशील्डिंग इज डाउन फील्ड, मीन्स chemical shift value they are directed to higher values. This is the de-shielding. ये इधर जा रहे हैं, एक से चले जा रहे हैं 8 की तरफ. ठीक है? This is the shielding and de-shielding. One again I will explain. This is a central located proton. Around that electrons they are moving, and due to movement of these electrons, due to rotation of these electrons, magnetic field is created. That is called as induced magnetic field. That is shown in this direction. Okay. Now we apply the magnetic field, external magnetic field. That is called as applied field. Now this applied field may be in support in the direction of this induced magnetic field, or sometimes it may be in the opposite direction. Here it is in the opposite direction. This is applied field and this is the induced magnetic field. Both are in opposite direction, so it is called as shielding. इससे क्या हो जाएगा? This will reduce the value of chemical shift value. So इसकी जो chemical shift value होना चाहिए, that will be not original, but that will be reduced, that will be decreased. So the effective field strength felt by the nucleus is less than the applied field. The nucleus is called as shielded. Okay. What is the effect of shielding? The effect of shielding is upfield, that is lowering the value of chemical shift of the absorption signal. जो डेल्टा वैल्यू जो सिग्नल की आपको मिलना चाहिए, जितनी मिलना चाहिए उतनी नहीं रहती, कम हो जाती. ठीक है. If the induced field it support the applied field, what will happen in this case? The effective field strength experienced by the nucleus is more than the applied field. The nucleus under this condition is said to be de-shielded. What is the effect of de-shielding? Downfield, that is shift of the chemical shift value to the higher values. That is called as downfield. This is called as downfield. Downfield, de-shielding, lower field or downfield. Okay, this is the de-shielding. De-shielding shifts the value to higher values. Delta values they are shifted to higher values. Now shielding it lowers the value of what we call delta. Okay, let us see with the example, with the help of example. Now high electron density it shields the nucleus. If electron density is more, then it shields the nucleus and lowers the chemical value. Okay, and low electron density it increases chemical shift value. ठीक है. Low electron density it increases chemical shift value, and high electron density it shields the nucleus and lowers the value of chemical shift. Okay, if this is the, if electron donating group is attached, say electron donating group is attached, then what will happen? Electron density will be increased here. यहाँ पर electron density बढ़ जाएंगी. Electron density बढ़ जाएंगी यानी it will shield the nucleus. Therefore, value of chemical shift will be low here. Okay. Now opposite to that, low electron density it increases chemical shift value. Now take this example. what is going to happen? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. You compare to that of methyl group. Methyl group in case of dimethyl ether, उसमें क्या एक CH3 आप लो. Now you compare chemical shift value of that methyl and chemical shift value of this methyl. Both are methyl groups. Now what will happen here? Fluorine group is electron attracting group, electron withdrawing group. So it will attract electron towards itself. Okay, and it will lower the electron density on the methyl group. Okay, so this will be de-shielded now. This will be de-shielded. Electron density around the methyl group is reduced due to presence of strong electron attracting group like fluorine group. Okay, therefore there will be high value of delta will be obtained here, 4.26. Okay, electron density will be lower here. Now if you compare that of methyl group, it will have low value of what we say chemical shift value of methyl group. If you compare this methyl group to the methyl group of what we call dimethyl ether, two methyl ether groups, two methyl groups of ether, then they are not having electron attracting group here, but here electron attracting group is here. So this methyl group, it will be de-shielded here because electron density is attracted here. So protons in trimethyl fluoride, they are most de-shielded protons in the series. Okay, here fluorine is most electronegative element from the periodic table. Now, as if you compare fluorine with chlorine, then electron withdrawing, electron attracting power is less electronegative. Bromine, it is less electronegative. Iodine, it is again less electronegative. Therefore, these are the values of chemical shift. It is less de-shielded here, less de-shielded. This is most de-shielded. So the value of this is high value of chemical shift. We have seen here de-shielding, high value of chemical shift. Okay, that is called as downfield. That is observed here. Okay, if you put any electron donating group here, I have not quoted that example here. If you put, अगर आप कोई इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेटिंग ग्रुप यहाँ पर अटैच करते हैं, जैसे मिथाइल ग्रुप ही ले लो फॉर एग्जांपल, it is electron donating, it is electron releasing group, then what will happen? It will release electron. It will increase the electron density on this point. Okay, and this will, इसका इफेक्ट क्या हो जाएगा? शील्डिंग और डीशील्डिंग. डीशील्डिंग तो आपके समझ में आ गई. यहां पर अगर हम मेथाइल ग्रुप यहां पर अटैच करते हैं तो क्या होगा उसका इफेक्ट? शील्डिंग हो या डीशील्डिंग हो, वो इलेक्ट्रॉन रिलीज करेंगे यहां पर. ठीक है, फ्लोरीन की जगह फॉर एग्जांपल अब मेथाइल ग्रुप ले लेते हैं तो इलेक्ट्रॉन रिलीज करेगा और इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी यहां पर बढ़ाएगा. ठीक है, सो व्हाट विल बी इफेक्ट ऑफ दैट, शील्डिंग और डीशील्डिंग? Yes. What will be the effect? Okay, shielding. Very good. ओके, इफ मेथिल ग्रुप इज, अगर हम यहाँ पर मेथिल ग्रुप अटैच कर रहे हैं तो इलेक्ट्रॉन रिलीज करेगा. इलेक्ट्रॉन रिलीज करेंगे यानी इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी बढ़ा देंगे. यहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी बढ़ गई, हाई इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी, इट शील्ड्स द न्यूक्लियस. तो क्या करेंगे, शील्ड करेगा न्यूक्लियस को। और ये वैल्यू जो थी हमारी 4.26 की, ये फिर हमारी 4.26 की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएंगी, कम हो जाएंगी। शील्डिंग है यहाँ पर, शील्ड यानी कम करना, therefore 4.26 वैल्यू दिस विल बी reduced again. Okay, we will see in the next lecture. नेक्स्ट लेक्चर के अंदर में हम इसके अपोजिट जो यहाँ पर हमने जो बताया है डी शील्डिंग का बताया है, आई विल शो दैट ऑफ शील्डिंग इफेक्ट। शील्डिंग इफेक्ट के वैल्यूज किस तरह से इफेक्ट है वो आपको बता दें, ठीक। इफ यू हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम यू मे डिस्कस हियर, द सेशन इज ओपन फॉर डिस्कशन, इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट यू मे आस्क। ये भी आप याद रखते चलिए, ये ग्राफ भी इंपॉर्टेंट है ऑफ फील्ड डाउन फील्ड का। ओके, यू प्रिपेयर फॉर द एग्जाम्स। इसके ऊपर भी कभी कभी शील्डिंग डिशील्डिंग के कभी डेफिनेशन पूछे हैं, कभी मोस्ट डिशील्डेड प्रोटॉन कौन सा है, इसके ऊपर भी कभी क्वेश्चन आए हैं। केमिकल शिफ्ट वैल्यू के ऊपर भी क्वेश्चन है, केमिकल शिफ्ट वैल्यू, शिफ्ट ऑफ द पोजीशन ऑफ एनएमआर सिग्नल as compared to standard substance due to shielding or deshielding, it is called as chemical shift. NMR सिग्नल जो होता है वो शिफ्ट हो जाता है क्या वजह से, शील्डिंग या डीशील्डिंग की वजह से, तो दैट शिफ्ट इज कॉल्ड एज केमिकल शिफ्ट, जिसको हम डेल्टा बोलते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज डेल्टा एक्सप्रेस इन ppm, पार्ट पर मिलियंस। ओके, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज केमिकल शिफ्ट। ये जो शिफ्ट होती है एज कंपेयर टू स्टैंडर्ड सब्सटेंस। स्टैंडर्ड सब्सटेंस कौन सा है हमारा, टीएमएस है, टेट्रा मेथिल सिलेन, सेंट्रली लोकेटेड सिलेन, सेंटर में सिलिकॉन एटम है और उसको 4 मेथाइल ग्रुप्स लगे हुए, ये इनर्ट कंपाउंड है। कोई स्टैंडर्ड कंपाउंड रहना चाहिए, उसको 0 हम कंसिडर करके चलते हैं, टीएमएस यहाँ पर 0, और ये अपने स्टैंडर्ड सब्सटेंस जो भी वैल्यू आपको मिले। एसीटोन की वैल्यू यहाँ पर मिलती है आपको 2.1 की, एरोमेटिक प्रोटॉन यहाँ पर मिलता है, और अल्डिहाइड कीटोनिक ग्रुप ये आगे, अल्डिहाइड ग्रुप ये आगे चले जाता है, कार्बोक्सिलिक ग्रुप ये आगे चले जाते हैं। कार्बोक्सिलिक ग्रुप आई थिंक हाईएस्ट वैल्यू ऑफ इट इज अलॉटेड टू कार्बोक्सिलिक ग्रुप अराउंड 11 ppm, 11 ppm तक उसकी वैल्यू चली जाती है। एरोमेटिक की एक आप याद रखो 7 ppm वैल्यू है, एरोमेटिक प्रोटॉन जहां पर भी रहेगा 7 ppm की वैल्यू मिलेगी, और ये जो वैल्यू है 2.1 की वो एसीटोन के लिए अलॉट होती है, ठीक है। आई विल स्टॉप हियर नाउ।